Hey all, welcome to the Institute and this week's Top 10. Now I'm going to do some weird Top 10s again, now that we're done with the 2024 Bests of, and I'm going to start with my favorite 10 bear action figures in my collection. You might have more bears in your collection than you realize. We're going to start out with one that you might have forgotten about. Funko did a series of figures, actually no, Popco. Popco did this series of figures based on the movie Golden Compass. We never did get anything based on the TV show, which is excellent, by the way. But we did get these, and up above here you will see the two polar bears who are key characters in the movie and the books. So that's my number 10 spot. Something a little different from Popco. The number 9 spot is kind of might be stretching it. In one way, it's not a stretch at all, because Panda Man is clearly a panda bear. However, two problems. First, it's a dude dressed up as a panda bear. And second, it's a panda bear, which isn't a bear. It's a raccoon. However, I'm going to let both those things slide. And you're actually going to see another panda end up showing up in this list a little later on. Number 8. We're going to walk around over this way and we're going to talk about Star Trek. Star Trek, you say? There's no bears in Star Trek. Well, no, normally there isn't. But there is a company that did these IWG, Rocket World, did these IWG characters, these vinyl figures. And here you see a bear in kind of the Captain Kirk outfit. We also have the gorilla, and the rhinoceros is hiding back there too. Gene Roddenberry seems to be blocking the rhinoceros. But it's the bear we came to talk about. Like I said, these are from Rocket World. They produced these, 10 years ago at least. And getting number 8. Number 7, we're going to talk about Disney for a minute. You knew you had bears in Disney, right? So we're going to cruise around over this way back to the cartoon section. Going to make this walk a couple of times. You didn't think all the bears were going to be right next to each other, did you? And talk about Lotso. You remember Lotso. I have a couple of Lotsos here. There's the large one that Mattel did in back, still boxed. But in front, this is my favorite. This is the flocked version that is strawberry scented. This was available at a San Diego Comic-Con. He's definitely my favorite of the two. So there we have Lotso for you Toy Story fans. A terrific bear. Number 6 is another Disney. Only this time, unlike most of the Disney figures, he's over here. I'm not sure why. I might move him over there. Maybe it was just a matter of space at the time. But anyway, he's over here. Produced by Funko. Remember, I was going to try to say Funko did those first ones that Popco did. But Funko did Baloo, along with some other Disney figures that they did. And Baloo's pretty sweet. These were actually really nicely done. They were well articulated. A fun little line. I like the Chip and Dale. And Baloo gets number 6. Baloo. Number 5 is that other panda bear I was talking about. Remember? I said there would be 2 panda bears in the list. Number 5 is the other one. And he's also in The Simpsons. I know you don't remember that right off the top of your head, but Super 7, as part of their Ultimates line, did give us a panda bear with his cage. You might remember the episode. Now, this panda bear is pretty small. As you can see, that's the Homer next to him there. That is the Ultimates line. So he's a pretty small panda bear, and actually, if you wanted to, this panda bear would fit in pretty well with the World of Springford or the new Jax line. So he's going to get number 5. Number 4, I don't have to go too far for. He's just called The Bear. Produced by Palisades as part of their Adult Swim line. From the Harvey Birdman show, here we have The Bear. And he's got all the attitude he needs. That's number 4. Number 3 is a famous bear. I grew up with watching a lot of this bear. It was very popular when I was a kid. McFarlane did a series of sets based on different Hanna-Barbera cartoons. And of course, that included Yogi. Here we have this great set they did with Yogi Bear and Bobo being chased by Ranger Smith, running with the picnic basket. So there's number 3, Yogi. Number 2, we're going back to The Simpsons. Yeah, I know. You didn't realize there was another Simpsons bear. There is. Mr. Burns loves his stuffed bear, Bobo. And we got Bobo a few times. I'm going to show you here first. We got him here with Mr. Burns. Going to be sleeping with Bobo. And if you come back over this way, we're going to have another Bobo. That's the one I'm going to pick. We've got the beat up Bobo from the first century playset. But it's number 2 is going to Bobo Smithers. Smithers dressed up and dancing like old Bobo. This opens up all kinds of weird questions, as if there weren't enough already, about their relationship. That's number 2. Number 1, beloved by all, Fozzie Bear. You knew Fozzie was going to have to get the number 1 spot, right? He's the greatest bear ever. Here we have a whole bunch of the Palisades Fozzies in back. That's the normal release. And we got a couple of the vacation Fozzies and the policeman Fozzie. But over here is my favorite, in tuxedo with the ventriloquist doll. He's getting the number 1 spot, my favorite bear action figure. So let me know, what are your favorite bears? I bet you got more on your shelves than you realize. And hopefully you're having a great collecting week. Make sure you subscribe. And on Wednesday, we should do another favorite collection here at the Institute. Have a great one.